Your plans is to get better at football and to play basketball. It's words of thanks. Thank
Caden John, 8th grade, safety. Braden Payne, 7th grade, cornerback.
Chris Porter, 7th grade, cornerback.
Eli Hale, 8th grade, linebacker. Lost Loftus, 8th grade, linebacker.
My name is Junior Perez, 8th grade, linebacker.
Austin
Brooks White, 8th grade.
Caden
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're joining us, we are in a lightning delay. Everybody's out of the stands. We did our senior or eighth grade introductions. The teams are waiting. So just sit back, enjoy, and we'll join you as soon as the action starts, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a lightning delay still. We'll know when things come up. But this game, we have the Beaumont Colts taking on the Bryan Station Middle School Bearcats. Now, this game will be interesting. Both teams are 1-5, but they've got two young coaches that have been doing a lot of great things. There's been a lot of injuries going on with the teams, but this should be a great game to check out. Looking forward to a good one. While we got you here, be sure to check out Big Things Kentucky every Thursday. We will be live streaming a game this Friday. We're not sure. We're still working out details on exactly where we'll be, but it will be posted on our show tomorrow. This is Coach Truck. Yes, sir. We win and we ride in fame. Welcome, man. What else? Just want to say shout out and thank you to everybody that's been riding with us on this journey. We just hit I guess, milestone, a peak. We recently had some of our state championship footage used on ESPN, baby. That was a big thing. Shout out to Coach Boo. We've been grinding and things are slowly falling into place for us. So as soon as we get some officials and teams on the field, we'll be right back with you. So enjoy and get ready for a great middle school Wednesday game, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies, we still in our lightning delay as we wait for these lightning pass, and hopefully we'll be getting started here shortly. The Beaumont Middle School Colts versus the Bryan Station Middle School Bearcat. I'm sorry, Bryan Station Traditional Magnet School. Magnet Middle School? Is it Magnet Middle School or Traditional Middle School? See, I gotta get a confirmation on that one. But we got the Bryan Station Middle School Bearcats. So we will be getting ready to start this game hopefully shortly here pretty soon. We got a couple of high school games going on tomorrow. We will have the Bryan Station Defenders will be taking on the Oldham County Colonels at Oldham County. My Defenders is doing big things, baby. I love my Defenders because that's just what we do. You know, everybody try to turn me against my Defenders. It's good to be home back at Defender Field. Yes, sir. Rocking with my Defenders. And then also Thursday, we will be having the, I think it's Berea and Eminence will be going at it on Thursday. And then we'll have our Friday slate of games. So be sure to check out Thursday's episode of Big Things Kentucky. We're growing, y'all. We're getting big. We got, hold on. I got to mute this, baby. The birds in the trash can. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if everything goes right, we are scheduled for a 6:45 start time. If not, they'll be bumping the game to tomorrow. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and hope we get a good game, ladies and gentlemen. And as always, please remember to like, share, and subscribe Big Things Kentucky on YouTube. All right, ladies and gentlemen, looks like the teams are starting to take the field now. So hopefully we can get this 6:45 start time underway. We are at the beautiful Bryan Station High School. What's the name of this stadium, Coach?
R.L. Grider.
Say that again, Coach.
R.L. Grider.
R.L. Grider Stadium. Welcome to the North Side. I always feel at home here at Bryan Station. You know how much I love my defenders. Get a chance to kind of sit here and hang out in the press box. You know, looking at the Bryan Station Bearcats as they come out. Nice looking team, Coach. Nice looking. I like the uniforms too.
2 years ago, this team with the 8th grade group that was 6th graders at that time were able to go. They were a touchdown away, a call touchdown away from going to their first championship since 2000. When you were.
Yeah, Coach, them years just blown by me. I ain't gonna even lie, Coach.
2018 was 2018.
Yeah, that was when they played at Taste Creek. I think we had that game. I'm talking about the game you're talking about when they who was they playing? Was it Hayes or
Hayes.
Crawford?
Eda J. Hayes in the championship game. Oh no, you talked about
the semifinal game, right?
So the semifinal game was against Crawford.
Yes.
This would be 3 seasons ago now.
Yes.
Well, these 8th graders were 6th graders.
Yes.
They did a heck of a job. The coaching staff, I have to give so much credit to them. Mr. Morton and his crew. I can't help but to talk about. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Keep talking.
I can't help but to talk about how wonderful this group of coaches has been. Now they're starting over now with a young crew. They starting over with a young crew at this time, but at this point, we're gonna see their future. We're gonna see where their future takes them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And as both teams now get ready, you know, Beaumont's taking the field. Coach, now this game right here, you know, I mean, the records don't speak for the teams. I think these are two well-coached teams, had a lot of injuries and adversity going on, you know, throughout the season. So it hasn't been the success that they wanted on the field. But like coaches said, you know, they've grown and they like their team and the teams are going to fight.
Yes, sir, they have. Coach Cecil Jones at Beaumont was able to take his team a few seasons ago to a second round of the playoffs. He's done a wonderful job. I saw Cecil when he was a young man playing at Lafayette High School, and he seems to bring all that fervor and that fight to his own coaching style and, of course, leadership over there at Beaumont.
All right. Well, that's a good stuff, man. They a couple years ago, man, they had a big tall kid. Man, this kid was that whole deer in a field of rabbits, man. This little dude was running over everybody. Hey, it was fun to watch, man. I think they say he went to Woodford or LCA. I can't remember. I have to ask Coach Jones next time I catch up with him and find out exactly where he went.
Well, Caleb, I believe his last name is Jones, plays for Dunbar right now. He is a freshman or he's a sophomore there.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we may have us a guest. My man, the coach. The coach of my team, my Bryan Station Defenders, joining us. You know, Coach Philip Hawkins, you know, just here checking out the game as we got a little time before the game starts. Here we go. Coach! What's going on, man? You know, we're having an amazing season. We started off kind of rough. I know when we had talked to you preseason, you had said, you know, them first 3 games were going to be tough. But you felt like, you know, if anything, they were going to grow out of those games. You know, it's kind of like that iron sharpens iron. And now, Coach, we are rolling, Coach.
I know that Bryan Station football's rolling. I'm not too sure that we are rolling. Matter of fact, I'm glad you brought me in. Because I think I remember on your last show,
Coach.
You said that GRC was going to run and clock us. Now,
Did you say that, Coach?
He did say it.
Did you bring that up to my alma mater, man? What you say to him, Coach?
Man, having coached a lot of those kids, in middle school, it's called motivational picks, Coach. I
So
do this.
the motivation comes
It's
from a blowout.
Yes,
that
sir.
changed it, so it went the opposite way with the flip flop.
Because they were all like, "Oh, I can't believe you picked against her." You know what I'm saying? But in my heart is green and gold.
Coach, that's something that we call.
It sounds good though, don't it?
It's called that's the BS. Let's talk to them. Let's tell them how you were able to get your staff, your seniors, and the rest of that team to make this big change.
Yeah, that is one thing that we do want to talk about. Just when did you see this team? You kind of knew you had to wade through the waters, but now, first of all, just kind of tell us about the team, Coach.
Well, we've got some kids with a lot of experience now. They've played for me for 3 years now, and some of those kids are really battle tested, and they've learned how to win a lot of games. We've got juniors that have been a part of 24 wins in 2 seasons and a half, and so they're growing and developing, and we've got a good group of seniors this year that have really stepped up and taken some ownership of this program. I'm not too sure any of them were happy when they saw the schedule come out last winter. We did ask a lot from them, going from an extremely good Douglas team to another extremely good Boyle County team, and then Scott County's always a tough out.
Yeah.
So we did put a lot on them. But, I'm pretty sure I was quoted as saying this will be one of the better football teams I've ever coached. And we took those losses and we evaluated those kids, and, we had to make some adjustments, some changes. The offense was not doing well, and the 4 games ago, going into that 4 games ago, we committed to this is who we are. Let's do this. And, they've scored in the last 4 games 182 points. And I don't see any backing up right now with them. It's just I have a lot of faith in them. I know Coach Haskins has a lot of faith in that defense, and sometimes it takes a while, to figure out, what you got, and an identity. And I think the offense has an identity now. I've noticed Trenton Cutright has changed a lot.
That's right.
He is so comfortable with what he's doing. Last Friday night, we sort of gave him the green light on calling audibles.
All right.
And so he made, several very good decisions, changing plays at the line of scrimmage. And that's good to see going into the remainder of this district and the playoffs. It's something probably we weren't mature enough to do in the last 2 years, but to see that maturity level from him, it's got us excited as a staff for sure.
I talk about the return of Mr. Mundy, because I know he kind of started the season. He was still rehabbing, and now I think this was his 3rd game back, and he had a whale of a game. Our player of the week. Just what does he mean to this team, Coach?
He's a big, strong kid, and teams do not want to tackle him all night. And when we get him going downhill in some of those games, he wears them down. And we've added another piece to that puzzle in the last 4 weeks. I think 2 games ago, Devon Frazier had 142 yards rushing and a touchdown. So, now we got 2 big backs, and then we got the speedy guy, Bennett, who is a change of pace that's done very well. And I think we figured out the run game. And when you figure out the run game, the pass game sort of falls in place.
Yes, sir.
I think Damon Green had 100 yards receiving last Friday, and JT had 138 yards receiving. So, we threw for 280 yards last week and ran for 254 yards. So, they're figuring it out. And GRC is a very good football team. But I know Coach Cherico, and I think highly of him. He's a high quality guy, and I think he was caught off guard by how talented and how big Station kids were. I mean, I think they were a little bit surprised, and once the ball got rolling on them, that was the end of that.
Yes, it was, Coach.
Let's talk about you're here at the middle school game, Coach.
Yes.
You've got lots of young talent coming up, but on your specific team right now, there's always that surprise kid, that kid that you didn't know was going to do it, that kid that stepped up, gave you everything in the classroom, gave you everything in their practices over the spring and summer. Can you name some of your babies that are coming up now we need to be ready for these next couple of years?
Well, we've got 2 sophomores that start for us right now. They've done everything we've asked them to do. Jaden Shegog is a corner.
Yes, sir.
And then Keon Watson, who this is his second year of starting at O-line. And, those kids, I don't hear about issues, in the classroom. I don't, they do what's right, and they show up every day and they work hard. And one of the things that I've been really excited about this year, and I think people that have their pulse on Fayette County and the schools here, is our freshman team is extremely talented this year.
Yeah.
I mean, that has got, I think there's 37 kids on that team, and they're just a talented group of kids, and they all want to work hard, and we're excited about the future. And I think that's one of the keys to rebuilding the program is you can have, a lot of times you have 2 good seasons and then it falls apart.
Yeah.
Well, you got to continue to bring, Douglas has done a great job with that, and he keeps bringing in those guys. But, we've had 3 solid freshman classes, and I think that the future's still bright for us. And, I think this season is going to end a lot differently than it started.
All right, Coach. Well, tomorrow your team will be taking on Oldham County in Oldham County. We want to wish you the best of luck. Thanks for joining us, Coach. And I got your back, Coach. I picked us this week, Coach. I picked us.
Yeah, that wasn't real high risk pick. I don't think you took a lot of risk on that one for sure.
Coach, I picked you, Coach. I got your back, Coach. Let's go. We win and we ride,
Again,
Coach.
We call him Bryan Station. We ain't calling it BS right now. Let's roll.
The BS is sitting next to us.
There you go. There we go.
Right. I appreciate you.
Thank you,
guys.
Coach.
Thank you very
Appreciate you, man.
Uh-huh.
Kickoff just occurred.
I just want to give a
returning.
shout out to Coach Hawkins, man. He's always been there for us. He's been great with our show. We love what he's done with the program and the kids. And we just want to give a shout out. Coach Beaumont went to Bryan Station, so I have to put up with a lot of that Bryan Station stuff. My kid graduated from Bryan Station, so I got love for Bryan Station.
You got all the love, Coach.
I love my defenders. I see them down there. Yes, sir. You see them?
Second down.
Yes, sir. Shout out to my defenders.
We just had kickoff.
Just a thumbs up, baby.
Dominique Falk for Beaumont had a return of about 15 yards.
All right.
Beaumont is on the 33-yard line. It'll be going to 3rd down at this point.
All right.
7 minutes,
Swarming
14 seconds in
defense
the
out of
game.
Bryan Station.
Station's coming off a 1-5 season this year, man. Let's talk a little bit about some of the changes that have occurred here at Station.
I know I was talking to Coach Morton this week when I was getting ready, doing our introductions, which I'll play here in a little bit. And he said one of the biggest things was he's had a lot of injuries.
Yes,
he's actually had 2 kids. I think he said 2 kids.
Fumble on the play by Beaumont.
Actually tear their ACLs. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of rare at this age that you see kids tearing ACLs.
Fumble recovery by Bryan Station.
All right. And that kind of set him back. He had a kid that was really good, explosive running back last year that got hurt.
Yes.
And it's just kind of like he's just been, filling in, next man up.
Well, that's the thing, Coach. You always talk about next man up, but does that always work when you got small groups of students, small groups of players, Coach?
Hey, next man up is just he got to play. Now, that don't mean you might be the best man up.
Station 1st down on the 30-yard line. Twins right, shotgun right back. I said.
And we got
Pistols,
a penalty. What we got, Coach?
We got a penalty. It's a timeout. It's got an early timeout.
Right,
See, there goes some young guys. We gotta get them together.
While we in the timeout, here's the Bryan Station offense.
Caden John, 8th grade, quarterback.
CJ Jackson, 8th grade, running back.
Braden Payne, 7th grade, running back.
Eli Hill, 8th grade,
Fullback.
Chris Porter, 7th grade, wide receiver.
Caleb Sheets, 8th grade, wide receiver. Deshaun Smothers, 8th grade center. James Kennedy, 7th grade, right guard. Deshaun Riggs, 8th grade, offensive guard.
Riley Harbison, 8th grade, right tackle.
Fernando Hernandez, 7th grade, left tackle.
All right. And now they get ready. We're back up after the timeout. We're down. Is this first down? First down, coach?
First down. We got the shotgun, pistol right, twins right. Defense is in a 4-4, I believe. Is that a 4? We have about a gain of about 8 on that play, a run play.
We joined by man Petey. Coach Petey, you just missed it, man. We had my coach on Bryan Station, Philip Hawkins, joining us. You know, I was just letting him know how much I love my defenders and how I appreciate what he's doing for us. You know, they
as he said, it was BS, coach.
Somebody was in the doghouse over the weekend.
We winning, we riding, coach. Don't nobody understand that, coach. I told him his motivation, coach.
4 down lineman for
I know how
Beaumont.
You Florida, you a Miami Hurricanes fan?
No,
Florida State fan.
He's an FSU fan.
Florida State fan.
Hey, but
right now, roll tide, baby.
Wait,
it's kind of
coach.
Bad at the state right
Coach,
now.
you ain't swag though. You ain't a FAMU fan.
Oh, there we go.
You ain't swag.
I ain't swag. Hey, I remember from family. I was MEAC. Now that was back in the day.
Boy. Yes, sir.
Going to that Florida Classic Thanksgiving in Orlando, boy. Anyway, I'm getting off track, off topic.
It's all right, coach. We got time.
What we got here facing? What's the records for Bryan Station?
1-5 versus 1-5.
That's my type of game. It's an even matchup. I mean, we're gonna have a good one. You know, the weather broke for us for a little bit.
Twins left, single receiver right.
8th grade night for the Bearcats.
Pistol backfield motion with the fullback. Run up the middle.
Shifty little cut.
3rd and 1. Got the first down.
6. Is that Chris Porter? Was that number 6 on the carry? Looks like number 6. I know Caden John, the quarterback for Bryan Station. I've had the pleasure of coaching him in basketball, baseball, and as well as football. He's an athlete. He's a great athlete.
Coach,
we get him in space. It's pretty much gonna be a foot race.
Would you compare him to any former Clemson quarterbacks that you know?
Clemson quarterback.
You talking Deshaun Watson? He's the Deshaun Watson-esque, as Coach still sees it from a distance. I told you, he's an athlete.
With his eyes squinted open. Cold.
I have. Let's see, Jeremiah Burbage and Tolly Carter
by himself. Ooh, excellent defense by the defensive back. Is that number 7, Caleb Sheets for Beaumont?
That was broke up on number.
Good job.
Pass intended for number 3, Brayden Payne. Brayden Payne is probably arguably the best athlete on the field tonight. He's a 7th grader. He's undersized. He's undersized.
He's been doing it this year.
He's gonna bring it. Offense, defense, special teams. It does not matter. When he touches the ball.
Does this man watch Reggie Bush daily, coach?
I don't think he does watch Reggie Bush, but I know he has a soccer background. And I've been to a soccer game, and well, let me say I've heard about his soccer games. And Brayden Payne, he scores.
Okay, I was finna say, come on now, coach.
He goes. I do go to soccer games, don't I, Coach?
Yes, you do.
I show up to soccer games.
Shows up to the little girls' games and all. We got a twin.
High snap.
Okay.
Nice. Snap has been high all night.
Gain of 5.
Number 6, Chris Porter.
Oh, that was Chris Porter?
CJ Jackson, number
5, CJ Jackson. Oh, I thought there was a 6 down there.
It is hard to see.
Numbers is kind of short, ain't they?
Bryan Station looking nice in these new
nice,
uniforms here.
They are nice.
Beaumont with the white jerseys, blue bottoms. You know, everybody knows the Beaumont coats. Shout out to Coach Cecil Jones over there as well. Cecil's in his third season as head coach. Third season as head coach. He's figuring it out. He's putting a good team on the field every
He's had a lot of injuries as well. Both teams, like I was saying earlier, both teams have been dealing with a lot of injuries this season, and coaches we were just talking about next man up. You know.
Yes, sir. Is that Jeremiah Burbage out there playing the corner?
Yes,
sir. Is he playing the top corner?
Yes.
My man Burb does it all, don't he? He's over there playing the
defensive
quarter.
end, linebacker.
Man, I tell you what,
He
that
got
kid,
a good number on too, Coach.
I talked to Coach Jones about Jeremiah, and he said, one thing for sure is his intelligence.
Yes.
He's a very football smart kid. He's not necessarily a burner, that you'd expect out of corner, but he's so smart that he can play the position, and you trust him.
That comes from that NFL background.
2 wide receivers, one each side. We got a forward motion by the fullback.
Got a little pass.
We got a pass out the backfield over top of the fullback's head.
Top of number 33. Pass intended for Eli Hale.
4th down and 10.
But back to Jeremiah Burbage, he comes from he has an NFL background. His dad played in the NFL. His dad is an all-time great over at University of Kentucky. That kid, he has an older brother that plays at Lehigh right now, Jalen Burbage. He had an older brother, Cornell Burbage. Did he win a state championship at Lexington Catholic?
He won a state championship
at Lexington Catholic.
He has the record for punt returns, tied for the record of punt returns since 2004, I believe.
They got record setters.
In one game.
They got record setters. He has to
returned 8 for touchdowns in one game.
8 touchdowns
in the season.
In a game.
In a game.
Pass missed. It was dropped on the goal line, wide open.
Just don't get any better than that, do we, Coach?
Number 11. That's all right. The ball might have been wet. Can we give him that?
Yeah, we can give him that.
Okay, we're gonna give him that. The ball's wet.
Let's also note that Mr. Burbage is an all-century player in the state of Kentucky high school. All-century player. Not just all decade, all century.
What does that mean? Like a
First down and 10 for the Beaumont Colts. Motion to number 2. Handoffs up the field. Stiff arm. Gain of 10. Moves back around. He's trying to break. Gain of about 22, Coach. Coach, is that your jet sweep?
Absolutely. I like the jet sweep. Coach Seals, I always say, you put a guy in motion and you continuously put a guy in motion because it catches the eyes of the younger defenders. I mean, the young guys on defense, they're always going to anything that moves. I mean, these young people's attention spans, we know it's not that long. And sometimes, as a coach, you like to try to use anything that you can use against them. So I would always have a guy in motion. I love the jet sweep, especially handing it to the guy that's already in motion. But it looked like they got a full house backfield.
We got a twin set with the motion again. Fake the motion to the split back, full back up the middle for about a gain of 9, Coach.
So basically what you saying on defense, they like squirrel.
Yes, sir. Anybody move. You move. It's like, you move something. You move a piece of meat across the face of a hungry pit bull. Well, he's going to look at that meat. That's what.
That Ian got off good. Maybe he was too early.
Number 5 came across the line. C.J. Jackson. He was great. Wreak havoc over. If he would have handed that off on that jet sweep, it
no soup for you.
Yeah, we might have seen another lightning strike, and it's not coming from the sky. You know what I'm saying?
It was a 2nd down and 2. So it looks like a defensive penalty on the Bearcats. We are moving the chain.
Beaumont is always disciplined. Kudos to Coach Jones over at Beaumont. They're always disciplined. It's not a lot of false starts. It's not a lot of jumping off sides on the offensive defensive line. They do really, really well over at Beaumont.
Twins left, split back. One receiver to the right side, motion to the right. Hand off to the fullback up the middle. Tackle right at the line of scrimmage. Defensive line doing good right now for Bryan Station Bearcats.
Bryan Station Bearcats are growing up. I mean, I've seen them play earlier in the season, and just the growth that I've seen already just in the first quarter of today's game with the defensive line and the linebackers. I mean, that speaks volumes over there.
Yes,
And
sir.
they're doing a great job. Coach Michael Morton, continue to do your thing over at Bryan Station. Kudos to you, sir.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Twins,
really,
right?
shout out to Coach Morton, man.
Left up back, 2 wide receiver split.
Yeah, Coach Truck,
Jet-
you know about coaching
jet
over at
left.
Bryan Station. You
Yeah.
know
Jet
what you
left
get.
up the field, gain of.
Yeah. He's a
12.
nice young coach, man. I talked to him. I spent some time over there with practice when I was getting the introductions and just talking to him. He's doing big things, man. I like the way he coaches. You know, like I say, nice, young, motivated. He's a good dude, man.
Yes, sir.
Got a bright future in this coaching thing, I think.
I told him I was screaming that 2 years ago. I was telling him, I said, hey, this kid right here on this sideline,
Yeah.
he's something special.
Yeah.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. I'd like to also add, I have to give Coach Morton and his staff so much credit for what I've seen them do over the past 3 seasons. It's incredible what they've been able to accomplish with the group of students, pulling out everything to get this team back together, even going to a semifinals. We talked about that earlier. Coach, how is it? You've done it. Building a team from the ground. What does that take?
Persistence. You gotta be persistent. You gotta be consistent. You also have to be a little lucky. Let me say that you have to have a little luck. I mean, when you come into a new program, you starting at the ground level. First and foremost, you know, these kids, they don't draft. So you have to get the buy-in by the parents first. You know, you have to get the buy-in from the parents, and the parents is always gonna check your track record. They're gonna see what you've done, what you have accomplished. Also they're gonna test you out, see how the kids feel about you. But as long as you are genuine and you care about these kids and you care about, most important, improving the kids, not your win-loss record. Your win-loss record that'll get washed away. You see what I'm saying? But your impact on the kids, and once the kids see that you really truly care, because a kid is a good judgment of character.
Yes,
they can look at you and tell you if you care or not. You know, they'll read you your rights.
Yes, they will.
And you know, once they see that you really truly care, they'll buy in. The parents will buy in, and once you get the buy-in from the parents and as well as the players, and you have a good group of coaches, the sky's the limit.
I want to add about both Mr. Jones and Mr. Morton of these two teams. Mr. Morton is going back to finish his degree. He serves now as the intervention assistant at Bryan Station Middle School. Does a fabulous job working with those students. And also Mr. Jones too in his service area at Beaumont Middle. I like to also speak on the fact of the relationships that these men have built with specifically their teams and the young men, but everybody within their schools. I'm so proud of these young men and what they have done, and I've seen them grow. I've seen so much growth out of them, and to be able to take their programs, both of them have been successful enough to make playoff runs. But I want to make sure we speak on the growth that they've had, and both of those young men were young boys like these kids coming out of this area and playing.
Yes, sir. I know Cecil Jones played at Lafayette High School.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And Michael Morton, he played at Bryan Station High School. So, you know.
We know where they come from, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we got a third down. We got a third down and 5. Beaumont is
that
on
the baby seals?
30-yard line.
You got the baby seals in the house?
No, that's not.
Oh, I thought that was the baby seals.
No, it's not my baby.
Oh, it's just some babies. Just
Number
saying,
2,
hey.
Dominique Faulkner.
Okay.
Dominique
Yes, ma'am.
Faulkner, number 2 for Beaumont. He can pick him up and put him down.
Yes, he can.
he can run a little bit.
Hey, they got some nice size in the backfield, man. Cecil Jones, he like the ground and pound.
Well, you know, Cecil came, like I said, he came from Lafayette, you know, over when they was running with the 250 plus pound running backs over at Lafayette, when they had that stint of all of those big fellas coming through over, you know, it was 2 yards in a cloud of dust. And Cecil has, you know, over at Beaumont, he gets those style players over there, and he's continued to roll with them. I mean, and has success because late in the game against Beaumont. I tell you what,
Toast.
that D line, that offensive line, and those linebackers, they all got their tongues hanging out.
They feel it, ain't they? All right. So we had a 4th down and about 8 or 9 right here
Now
for
that's the only
Beaumont.
problem when you're running pound and you
6:40
get behind
to
the
half.
sticks. You get off schedule.
So what you looking at now? 4th down and 9. You made a good drive. You're on the opposing side of the field. What you looking at? What you trying to do right now, Coach? With this heavy team, you got old school
Coach
Nebraska
Truck,
style.
what you got, Coach Truck? Call it up.
Nobody punts in Moore School on the other side of 50.
Hand it to the fullback.
Coach
And
like,
he
look,
brace it.
hey,
And he's
got
going
loose.
down the side. Does he want that hit? He trying to take him in with him. And it's a
him,
touchdown.
hey, 4th and 8, run it up the middle, Coach.
Unconventional is what you say.
Yes, sir. Run it.
Nobody
up the
knew it was
middle.
going to happen.
4th and 8, the whole playbook is open. Do you hear me? 4th and 8, the
Big
playbook
run
is
right
open.
there.
Caden John over there at the goal line. I think he made a quarterback decision. He said,
Not today,
yeah,
my friend. Not
he said,
today.
this is you just great get 6 off this. I'm gonna score a touchdown today myself. Don't worry about it.
You met him in the backfield.
Cleaned it up right there.
All right. So it's 6-0 with
Hey, I ain't
6-6.
gonna lie, that was a nice surge by that offensive line. I don't know what happened. I thought they ran a quarterback sneak, but something happened.
So we
On the special teams in middle school, I tell you, and some coaches know
we
better
talked
than
about
others.
this last game.
Yes.
Talked about the special teams.
Special
It's
teams
really
matter.
hard to get that in.
It's really hard to get it in that 2-hour window. But I tell you what, if you can find a way to get that special teams in and polish that and clean that up, when playoffs start in a couple weeks. So next week.
Next week is the last regular season week.
In a couple weeks. And I tell you, if your special teams is good, when it starts getting cold out here, you can put some points on the board.
Now, while we waiting on the kickoff,
Brooks White, 8th grade quarterback.
Score.
Beamer, 8th grade running back.
Lucas Todd, 8th grade running back.
Lukayu, 8th grade running back.
Dominic Faulkner, 8th grade running back. AJ Hockaday, 8th grade running back.
Duncan Barlow, 6th grade running back.
Jeremiah Burbage, 8th grade receiver.
Miles Franklin, 8th grade tight end.
Quincy Hancock, 8th grade right tackle. Dylan Shermer, 8th grade left tackle. Blake Hill, 8th grade right
My
guard.
name's Jonathan Fellow. I'm in the 8th grade and I play left guard.
Solly Carter, 8th grade center.
All right, that was your Beaumont offensive starters.
Beaumont
They put 6 up
on the kickoff.
Up 6-0. They kick it off. Is that Braden Payne right
Payne.
there with the stutter step? He cuts it up.
Game
Nice
about
return.
15.
I tell you, you put the ball in that kid's hands, is something gonna happen?
Is he gonna keep playing football, Coach? Is he gonna keep on?
Yeah, I mean, he's in a football family, man. I mean, I don't think he can sway away from it now. He can play every sport really well.
Yeah,
I will say that about Braden Payne. He can play every sport really well, but football is it's a little bit different out there. It's just a little bit different.
When you go home with it, Coach.
It's a little bit different. Look at the sets that we are getting back here.
We got
we
got a timeout.
The quarterback is 6 yards deep. That's a long. I thought he was gonna punt it. I thought he was gonna punt it. Hey, I thought he was gonna punt it up there. I mean, these new formations, man. I was always a fan of the keep it simple, stupid. KISS. KISS.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a big fan of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I watch pro football, college football, everybody's trying to recreate the wheel.
Yeah.
There's no reason to recreate the wheel. You can twist it. You can add spokes to it. You can put rims on it, but a wheel's still a wheel.
Yeah.
I think Richard Sherman was upset this past week, Coach, and they interviewed him right after the game, and he started having flashbacks. what was that thing that he fussed about? What was that thing that he said? Run the ball. Run that ball. And we put in all these new offenses and we try to throw. Yeah, it's good. It's good for entertainment, but it doesn't always help you.
Yes.
We got the motion out of the split back pistol formation.
Braden
Payne's going outside. He's gain of. He's made it all the way. A gain of about 17. Gave it about 17 right there, Mr. Braden Payne.
Going around the right side. Sweet Feet B. That's what we're going to call him. Sweet Feet B. Sweet Feet B.
So do we have a flag on the play?
Looks
here?
like we have a flag on the play.
Oh, no.
Marshawn had the camera off just a little bit. He got distracted. I gotta keep him. I'm working with him, y'all. Just bear with us, my man Marshawn.
We're looking at first down in about 15 now.
Marshawn, the cameraman.
Poor Marshawn.
Yeah. Hey, they gave Marshawn the blues Friday night last game, man. They was on his head. He almost didn't want to come back. I was like, man, don't worry about it, Marshawn. You doing all right.
Handoff. Big running back.
5 coming around the side.
Around the corner.
CJ Jackson.
CJ Jackson got the first down.
Good run.
That's a Coach Bew, you said that's a former Duck? Former Duck right there. Y'all probably had him playing offensive line, but hey, we know how the Ducks do. He was probably on the offensive line. He was a tight end. He was the long snapper.
Hey, they was dealing with weight issues and stuff. You know how Park and Rec is, man.
I know.
Do they still do the X's on the helmet?
The Ducks had quilted uniforms, so they was probably adding an extra 3-4 pounds to it. They had real
Receiver
uniforms,
left.
real twill.
Toss right, inside run. Caught behind for a loss of about 3.
It's Beaumont team. They bend, but they don't break. You know.
Yeah, that
they'll let you. They'll trick you into thinking that you gonna get down the field and get a first down, and next thing you know, it's second and double sticks.
Coach, the thing I love the most seeing ball is when you have a great defensive line. Offensive line, yes, but when you got a defensive line that can play, that changes your whole team around, Coach.
Yes, sir. And that Beaumont defensive line is they're big. Let's just say that.
They got all the sides.
Yeah, that Beaumont defensive line is big.
So they have a stand
still in the shotgun.
Down the line. Ball is lost. Defensive line. There we go. Outside linebacker number 45 for Beaumont. The young man's name is Luke Ayob. Got that ball back.
Mm-hmm. It was just a little mishandle right there by Caden John.
3 minutes, 32 seconds left in the half. What you doing right now, Coach? You got that ball back?
It's first down. It's not fourth down. Playbook's open.
Hey, we running up the middle.
Had success running up the middle.
We got 2 receivers. Okay. He's got a double wing right there, right? We got stoppage by the refs. See what's going on.
See it. Okay.
All right. We have a flag against Beaumont.
Yes, sir. We got Coach Buford Green in the house. Coach Bew. We looking at a 6-0 game right now. Number 2, fast feet right here.
There he goes.
He's coming around the end. He's a Faulkner kid.
I apologize for my tardiness. Fayette County.
You had to take care of some business.
Fayette County Public Schools got to do better. Say shortest enrollment. They got to do better. You hear me?
Yeah.
So we got second down and about 11.
Coach, man, you missed it, man. We had our coach on. Coach Hawkins came and sat with us for a little bit when the pregame we was in the lightning delay.
I hope a man gave you a hard time the whole time he was on here.
Man, that's my coach.
One wide receiver, the tight end.
Oh, good move.
Oh, he had
they
me
on,
faked
they all
out.
over it, though.
I thought it was
you
over
gotta break
middle.
that,
See
make
the
that
cutback?
tackle. You got to break down, make that tackle.
Number 45, Luke Ayo. Gain of about
That
4.
tackling like the tackling from former Jets teams of Constitution.
Hey.
Like,
For those who don't know, Mr. Adams was head coach of the Jets.
Hey, you know. Let me. Can I give you a quick backstory on what I did with that team?
Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. You did miracles.
No.
Y'all look good.
No,
Y'all look good though.
That team. I had figured that I wanted to start a new team, bring it to the north side, and I was coaching 11 and 12. Me and Marco Wingate. Marco's over at Sir coaching with Chad Pennington right
Might
now.
be your first mistake.
Those are my kids right there.
Oh, okay.
That not the other children.
The baby seals is in the house.
Hey, girls.
Yeah. And we went around to the parks, and I told the kids that was.
Hold on, Coach Seals is married to a defender too. Ain't he?
Yeah, yes he is. Coach Seals is a defender too.
He's married to a defender.
Look at Bray Payne over there.
Oh Lord.
Pushing him back.
Now Pete, I ain't gonna lie, you did a lot. This is the thing about Pete that upset me.
Uh-oh.
Pete sent his boy up to middle school. I said, Pete, man, you need him down there.
No.
I'm good. I said, Pete,
told him.
y'all getting beat 60 to nothing.
Yeah.
Get that boy out there. No, let him go. And then you held him back at Bryan Station. Coach Truck tried to make him running back. You try to make him a lineman.
Yeah, I told him. Yeah, he need to learn how to
He
block
talking about
first.
me.
You got to learn how to block first because
Fundamentals, coach. Fundamentals.
to get on the field.
You took a
The
stud,
fastest
baby.
way to get on the field as an underclassman is to be able to block.
Absolutely.
With some dogs though. Coach called me, sometimes cried. Now I want to play running back. Pete won't let him. I said, Truck. Here, call his granny. I got a phone number. Call his granny.
But no, man, I went and picked up all the kids that wasn't playing at the other parks, man. I told them, come on over to Constitution, man. We'll make it fun.
It's all right. But you know what thing about it, man? You're a kids coach, and I love that about you.
Yes, he is.
You're a kids coach. You don't care about the wins and losses, just try and make kids better. That's what we need more of in all age groups for sure.
Program builder.
Yeah, he's a program builder, getting kids ready. You see, you got kids all over the city playing now. So
Yes, sir. Having a good time on Friday nights.
yes, sir. Yes,
And the
sir.
defenders are rolling.
Yes, we are.
Now I'm
We
trying.
are. Hey, we going to Oldham County tomorrow, boy. We about to put something on these colonels, dog. I'm trying to tell you, boy.
I'm trying not to what, Scholar. This
I'm
is the
just
same
letting you
dude
know.
They're running clock on us. Put the RC Cola can out and everything.
Mm-hmm.
The
You gotta
RC
meet
Cola.
the RC Cola running clock.
My man
Coach
Caden
Steele,
John's getting
disrespect.
walked
Yeah, we
off.
got an injured
Quarterback-
player coming off the field.
Quarterback Caden John right here. It
Yeah.
looks like he got
I
a.
was going to say, look like an ankle, you think, Coach?
Yeah, he's
There goes that injury bug you were talking about,
Yeah,
Coach
they've
Truck.
been fighting injuries all season, man.
That's a big one right there.
And he was on defense when it happened, too. That kind of,
Oh no.
you know what I mean?
Got to play both ways.
Yeah.
You know, middle school here, we guys are playing both ways.
Making business.
I seen a Lexington Catholic middle school team with probably 70 kids out there the other day on Monday practicing. I said,
I
"Oh
believe
my
it.
goodness, where did all those
I
kids?
believe
I don't
it.
even think 70
Triple
people
set
can fit in
backfield,
Lexington Catholic."
Old school backfield for Beaumont. One running back, give it.
Hey, I don't know if y'all seen it, but the first man through this fullback up the middle, this just might need to be the play.
Hey, he
Clearing it out.
Because
Yeah.
Buell was 4th and 9, and they just ran it up the middle, and he scored a touchdown.
I want to give a shout out to JVT too. They doing their things over at your undefeated Pete. The JV, Bryan Station JV. They beat up on Catholic the other day.
They've won the last 3.
Okay. So the future's bright for my
Yeah,
defenders.
we got beat by Frederick Douglass and we got beat by Great Crossing.
Okay. It's all right. We got work to do. And you heard it. You heard it. Then
I just said, Frederick Douglass. There you go. What I told you, give it to that man up the middle, dog. Just go, hey, hurry up. Get on the line, run it again.
27 seconds
And the
left in the
rain
half.
is starting to fall. The
Is
rain,
it?
yes.
Oh, here we
Hey,
go.
it's gonna be harder to tackle those big guys. You hear
Hey,
me
y'all
with this
pretty
rain?
big, ain't
They
it?
get that
Big old
pad
back.
level low.
Hey man, get
And
somebody.
my children have gone back to the car.
Yeah, Daddy, we love you, but not this much.
So we here for the support. You seen us.
We checking in.
Hey, get us some popcorn money. We going back to the car.
Look, they brothers out there. He's supposed to be up for the second game.
Yes.
Okay. Your son played Brussels Middle School?
7th grade group.
Okay.
Get son on special teams. And let me say again, I really got to give those coaches at Bryan Station all the credit, because my baby is not me. I'll tell you that. That's the easiest way to put it.
Ain't no wrong with it. Cover right. It cover it slow. It's cover right. I know what that. He get 44 in the game, play nose guard, and big 71 right here help somebody out. They can stop something, can't they? He over here talk to the trader.
Yeah.
Get that to the other end. Pete, go get it.
Hey, coach. Well, we all been a part of the middle school level. We know when that rain starts falling,
the kids fall off,
and the temperature starts dropping.
Hey, your dogs might not be dogs out here in that rain and that snow and that cold.
Speaking of that, playoffs is coming.
In wolf's clothing.
Yes. And it's hard to focus and.
We done pull a guy off the field during the set formation. Wait a minute, damn. Woo, okay. Then there we got the jet.
Hey, don't worry. Hey,
got him.
Listen, that kid right there is coming through that line.
Yes, sir. Who is that young man?
Number 58.
58 for station.
Deshaun Riggs. Deshaun Riggs.
All right, Mr. Riggs.
Coach Bew, is Deshaun Riggs? Is that a name you recall from?
Call that, but that young man nice though. Wherever he came from, nice.
Look, y'all let one slip through the cracks over there. Yeah.
I try to find them all. Pay the electric bill here or there.
See, with the statutes of limitation is over, that's what it is. While we getting all this information.
We had the NIL free there. We had the NIL deals early. Pete was right. We was all over the state of Kentucky trying to find the kids.
Hey, you heard that? You heard me and Coach Truck the other week.
Dog will be up pretty bad.
We had a good time with that. We had a good time with that.
I sure was.
Coach Bew went and got an Escalade truck to fit the kids in there. He said not only are y'all gonna get a ride, y'all gonna get the ride in luxury.
I was looking for a church van to get these kids. Shoot.
Nah, man.
Pal Raider started that, Coach. We right here.
Yeah,
it's right. Yeah, it's money. That's a big old team, ain't it? Yeah,
that I'm telling you.
And they ain't got no wins.
Got
one win.
Got one. You know,
injuries.
You know, Coach. Like I say, you put these middle school teams out here. You have a big team, but you put them out here on these high school fields.
Yes, sir. Tell the truth.
And these coaches are getting to that edge.
Full house, y'all. Boom.
Ooh,
we got a pass, play action by itself in the end zone. We got a catch. Over the shoulder catch.
Got number 4 right there.
Good job, Marshawn.
Branson Weagle.
Excellent job. Excellent play call off that play action with a full house.
Good job, Marshawn.
Had unbalanced with double tight.
That was Coach Truck. That looked like one of the Jesse Clark plays right there. You know.
Yeah, you called it, Coach.
You know,
you bring them in, and boop.
Not the wide receivers, the tight ends. Tight ends running free up the seam. They running corners and wide open. Coach Jones is over there on the sideline looking. They looking tough over here at Beaumont tonight.
Now, is this his first year?
Third year.
Okay.
Third year. He's been
DJ's a Southern.
DJ. Yeah, Coach Mobley's a Southern.
We got the 2-point conversion. 13 seconds left in the half.
Gotta
stop at the goal. All right.
Something got a face mask on the defense.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna have to do something, Bryan Station.
Said it's good. Official said it was good. Face mask was declined and the extra point is good.
So we got 13 seconds left. It's 14-0. Now, if you Coach Morton, what you thinking right now with your team? Your starting quarterback is out.
Is he still out?
Man, listen.
Please let Sweet Feet B get the ball and take it to the house. Let's go 3. Yeah, so that's what I'm thinking as a coach. What are you thinking, Coach Bew?
Ride with it. I'm ride with Pete. Put all my money on Coach Pete. Whatever he say.
Hey, Sweet feet threes back there.
Oh yeah. I follow him on Twitter. He's doing his thing. People posting his picture. Yeah, he's nice. He's nice.
You gotta,
got
like
a
I say,
baby
in games
coming
like
out for
this,
somebody.
try to steal you one on the special teams because
my guy Lavelle Martin don't miss a game, do he?
Nah, Lavelle's out there.
Kick off.
He's out there getting the pitches in.
Oh, get the ball clean. Come on, son. Get outside.
Up the field.
Sorry, none of that was
Stop,
professional.
don't flag down.
Face, man. None of that was professional at all. I'm sorry. Good day we got Coach Seals keep us in order. Pete be talking about old war stories and stuff.
Y'all the best. Here we go.
Just
So 3 seconds left in the half, guys.
Don't take a knee, get out of here.
That's right. Now, Coach Jones, you got this lead. You going to the halftime. What are you telling your kids?
We need more. We should be up by more from what I'm seeing. We ain't letting off of them. Keep going. And hammer it down. Now you know they can pass the ball too, and they can run the ball. So now you can't just concentrate on the run.
When they go to halftime, click mute. I left the plug to this at the house, and it's about to go dead. We got 24 minutes left.
So we lining up for a play. Bryan Station Middle's lining up for a play right now.
Yes, sir.
I think Coach Truck just told the whole YouTube channel what we doing, but we got to play up the middle.
Five gets loose outside.
Running loose. Gain of about 17.
CJ Jackson.
Our boy CJ Jackson.
Coach Beaumont, my main thing would be to make sure my players are dry. I'll probably go up under the bleachers over there and try to, because like I say, in middle school.
Pete. You from Green Acres. We don't play old soft stuff. You all right, the rain ain't hurt these babies. Get on out there playing these rain. We playing in downpours. With t-shirts and socks on.
Coach Beaut.
Pete.
Coach Beaut.
Pete. Nah, I won't hurt Pete.
I love it. I love the game to death. But it's halftime. We ain't doing nothing. I'm getting dry. Ain't nothing going on right now but me getting dry. I'm taking my kids to a dry spot. And we're going to get refocused to come out up 14-0, working on the second win of the season.
The gentleman to ask you, Bryan Station, what are you doing?
Taking these babies back into that to get warm, to get everything set up for this coming half. If I'm Mr. Jones with Beaumont, I'm trying to get my boys in the mindset that we're going to be able to take this next half and win. I have to prove to them and my coaches as a leader that we're going to take this over. We are not going to let that team get back on us. We're looking at doing some specific things, such as utilizing special teams to stay ahead, not messing up on any of that, controlling the clock. When you got 8 minutes a quarter, we taking that away. 4 minutes each one of those quarters. I have a whole quarter to myself with that ball. Then we make that next change. If I am with Coach Morton's Bryan Station team right now, I'm saying, look, I need everybody to feel that spirit. I need a kick return. I need blocking done correctly. No blocking the backs, no penalties, arms up in the air while we getting back on. I'm looking at doing a couple of fakes. We got to look at some things. We got to do some misdirection. We got to get them off of their high right now. So we're going to be emotional. We're going to be moving it. And you want to face this adversity, because if you can get this win down 14-0 and you can get everybody going and you lose your star quarterback, hey, you'll really prove to those kids that you're about something, they about something.
Yeah, that's it.
But you know the thing about it, Station's got plenty of weapons, so anything's possible. They got plenty of weapons.
So let's look at this middle school layout right now, guys. Now, who's number one overall? Crawford is number one overall right now. Yes.
Based off points?
Based off defensive points. They only have allowed 50 points this year. They are 6-0. They have only allowed 50 points.
So you tell me Leestown allowed.
Leestown has allowed 58 points, and they are number 2. Surprise us. Look, everybody up here, if y'all can see us in this box, we are shocked.
Pete looks disgusted. Pete looks disgusted. I've seen that look on his face many times.
Hey.
Crawford is the number 1 team in the city right now. They play tomorrow against Winburn, so that's going to be a heck of a game. They should be playing at Frederick Douglass, I believe. The site was changed. We're gonna try. I'm definitely gonna try to be at that game, guys, so I can make sure we have a good layout of what's going on. I give and I want to make sure, I always got to talk about these coaching staffs. I got to give it to Coach Bryan and Mrs. Terry Bryan and what they've been doing over there at Crawford. Fabulous. They have made it to at least, I think they've been there 4 seasons now, and they've made it to at least 3 semifinals and championship games. That is a very hard thing to do. You'd have to go all the way back to Tates Creek in the 1980s and early 90s and Winburn since the 72 year and up to be able to get to that many. Now, of course, Edith J. Hayes in the more recent years, because they are very young middle school, has been able to catch up. and Jesse Clark has also been able to put their stamp in there. But for Coach Bryan to come in and do what he's done with those specific students, he doesn't have everything, and he's doing a dang on good job. So all credit due to him. And then Coach Jordan and his staff over at Winburn, I have to always state, to be able to do it. And guys, your school has to give you assistance and help for you to be successful. It has to come from inside that school. And when you're doing it and you don't have all that help, not saying who does and who doesn't right now, but I will and I can. It's a very hard thing to do. It's a very hard thing to do.
I know Pete got something to say, but before Pete chimes in, you said a mouthful there, because what he was building at LTMS.
Yes, sir.
I love Q and I love what Walt's doing over there.
Yes, sir.
Great coaches.
Former defender.
But what he was trying to do too was build that type of pipeline. Same thing as Jordan was trying to do to feed in this schools, like Hayes feeds into Douglas and others, you know what I'm saying? So on, so on. So you, like you say, you got to have those teachers, you got to have those coaches, and have enough coaches to coach these kids.
Yes, sir, you do. And getting coaches in the building. Getting coaches that are going to be able to be a part of what you're doing and following, getting people that are like-minded. That is huge, and it matters so much in building. Everybody says, hey, how come this kid? How come this? How come that? You don't always have the staff to help you evaluate. You don't always have the staff to help you work. And a lot of people miss that. They think it's just easy coming out here. No, you are a CEO when you are a leader. I will jump on your back, coach. Both you two guys have been able to build at the levels in which you all have coached, and I've seen you do it. It's very hard. It's very hard. It's not easy, guys. It's not easy. Let me make sure I tell y'all too. Jesse Clark middle. Let's be aware they 4-2 right now, and they sitting at that number 5 spot. They can make a run. Don't ever be surprised if they can make a run. They had an upset win last year in the playoffs against Winburn. So let's make sure we look at Jesse Clark and what they're doing and be ready.
So real quick, when the playoffs start and how many teams get into the playoffs?
So you have 6 total teams to get into the playoffs. October 27th will be our first playoff game. The playoff bracket has not been officially created yet because you got to play out these last few games. The first 2 teams get a first round bye. Okay, gotcha. First 2 teams get a first round bye. The next 4 teams will play, ranked from number 3 to number 6. All right. Mm-hmm. Right now, that number 6 team is Southern Middle. Mr. DJ Mobley, Bryan Station defender, has also put his stamp on it, and I got to give him all the credit in the world, along with Mr. Morton as his assistant. They've been doing a great job over there getting their team built up, because I don't know if they've got 2 wins in 2 seasons or 3 seasons, coach. So to be able to get to this point, absolutely. That's fabulous. That's grounds for getting some awards right there.
That's well said.
But
so my Black Cats ain't in it right now. My Black Cats.
Black Cats are missing it, and I can go over. Let me give you all of the numbers. So you got Beaumont at 1-5. You got Station Middle at 1-5. That's going to change tonight, one or the other. You got Crawford 6-0. You got Hayes at 5-1. Jesse Clark at 4-2. Leestown 6-0. LTMS 3-4. Morton 0-7. Southern 3-3. Tates Creek Middle at 1-5, and Winburn at 4-2.
I'm gonna say LTMS is gonna get in. There's no way that
I like that prediction.
They play Southern. I believe they play Southern next week. Winners in.
Winners in, coach.
Winners in. Shout out to Mobley over at Southern, man. But I I don't.
Well, Walt's a Bryan Station defender too, Coach.
Yeah, no, Waldy is too, man.
We just got defenders coaching
everywhere. I don't know
everywhere.
if Southern can pull that out. I don't know if Southern can pull that out. I don't know if they're tough enough. I have not seen Southern this year, but they're sitting at 3-3, which is at 500, coming off a season where I don't think they won any games last year, or maybe one.
Yes, sir.
And to flip your ship, right your ship over a season and get to 500 and possibly into the playoffs, that's a big feat.
That's huge. That's huge. We got 7:30 in the third quarter. Of course, 14-0. Bryan Station has the ball. It's a second down. They had a first down toss to the left, gain of 1 yard.
That wind is blowing.
Yeah,
It is coming.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kentucky, y'all.
You know, it ain't real cool though. It's fine. It's nice little weather right here. Not too bad.
So, Coach, your UK Wildcats, I need y'all to talk about that to me.
I think Pete done jumped off the bandwagon. I don't know.
I said we could check. I said we could check back in.
Back there.
Good defensive stop.
Clean him up.
Number 70 for Beaumont, Quincy Hancock. Excellent on that defensive line. Y'all know I love defensive line.
Over Coach Stoops, he had a tough one this past weekend. When you lose the number 1 pick in the NFL draft, I'm gonna go ahead and say Levis is gonna be the number 1 pick in the NFL draft. I believe he will be top 5 for sure. But when your quarterback goes down, who is a top 5 draft pick, top 10 maybe, and then the backup, which is the Lexington native, has transferred to Tarleton, and he is putting on a show. Yes, big things definitely shows him love. They showed him so much love. I had to tap in with him.
I bet they probably wish they could have kept Bo around a little bit longer, maybe.
Fumble on the play, down.
But yeah, Pete, that's big.
Fourth down and
I
about
probably didn't give Kai a chance
25.
to show what he's able to do. The young man's a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I see him, played against my oldest son Andre. I see him do remarkable things running and throwing the ball. So I was hoping he got more of a chance, but I kept it kind of limited the offense for him to keep it simple. Yeah.
But no knock to the quarterback, the young, what's his Kai?
Kai, sure, yeah.
Kai from Somerset, correct?
Yeah,
he was from Somerset. It's a little bit. South Carolina's a little bit different than LCA.
But let's be honest, South Carolina team that they got a decent record. But I mean, this is a team. It's a game that should win.
Yeah, it was.
Even I think the defense is what let them down more than anything.
Miscue, movement on the line.
Didn't show up like they should. If defense shows up, I think we see a better game.
Oh yeah, yes, but Chris Rodriguez should have been fed the ball.
He had a good game.
He's looking at 40 carries. We don't have Levis under center. I'm telling C-Rod.
Did you say run the ball, Coach?
Yeah,
that's what you just said.
Just ran it. We run the ball 40 times. Take the clock away. Take the clock away. But the opening play of the game, as a coach, I believe sets the precedence for the rest of the game.
20 for the Bearcats.
And we all seen what happened on that one.
Punt formation.
Bryan Station struggling with the quarterback exchange.
We have a muffed punt of about 4 yards. And we have a flag. Coach Morton is not happy.
Yeah, he's
something didn't go right. So what about your Georgia Bulldogs, Coach?
Coach Bew?
I'm an Irish fan.
Coach Freeman, you were Coach Freeman there.
I'm Notre Dame fans. It's Tony Rice days for y'all tired of Tony Rice.
We know Tony Rice.
Bettis.
Yeah, we know Jerome Bettis, Ricky Waters. I ain't lost. I
got to forget. Coach Seals is a historian.
Oh, yes. Yes, he is.
I think Truck knows the thing. Coach knows it all.
I don't know it all.
Backup quarterback for 1987 Winburn third place team.
Well, no, 87 for Winburn. That would have been that was Littleton in them, wasn't it?
See,
that was Littleton in them. 87 Winburn.
I was there 89.
If you 89 group, because
Littleton was 8th graders when I was in 6th grade.
You were 6th grade, okay.
Yeah. Ninth grade. That's for
Y'all look, you all went to 23 championships up until 2009 when we won y'all's last championship. You all won 14 of those championships from 1972 to 2009. The only team that could even compete with you all was Tate Creek.
Tate Creek had some athletes.
It was at North Side, wasn't it, Coach View? It was, hey, you know what that was.
Lexington Junior did have some times. Station Middle had little blips. And who else? Leestown had some, but I think they were more basketball at the time.
He's tapping too far off the ball. Why so far back?
Got that fake jet sweep, fullback for the run. He is going down he's hurtling and he's fighting to he got the touchdown. A 30-something yard run for Beaumont. Fake the jet sweep, handed to the fullback. Beaumont is coming through. It's 3:40 left in the third quarter. Looks like we got a 30-yard touchdown. All right, now. Here goes the hard one. What do you do when you're down 3 touchdowns with 3 minutes left in the third quarter?
Well, my man said Larry Bird ain't walking through this door.
Then you take the starters out.
Coach, you gotta play, man.
Hey, I tell you, hey, coaches, Coach Truck, you attest to this. Coach Seals, Coach View. It's a dog-eat-dog world out here in this middle school football.
Hey, honestly, I know where Pete's kind of going with this. Sometimes you gonna end up taking the starters, take themselves out of the game.
Yes,
absolutely. It's like, man, little Joey ain't doing nothing. I might as well just put the little 6th grader in.
Get the 6th. There we go.
Coach got a soft spot
Hand
for
off.
them little kids.
Roll right, pass to the edge.
Look,
Ooh, I was wide open on the
thing
out
about the
route.
little
Love
6th
play
grader
call.
is he might be undersized, but he gonna run into that wall though.
Like my man, the Pink Sox, Truck be in love with him. Truck got done. He could be a starting quarterback. You Truck, he can't go from me to you.
Hey, hold on now. I think that's is that Corbin? I thought that was little Corbin from my MLK. He one of my MLKs. He's playing middle school ball.
20-0, 3:40 left in the third quarter.
20-0. So y'all didn't have no halftime, huh? Okay, I was gonna say I came up and seen the clock was running. I was like, ooh.
They ready to go too.
They ready to go, but
the refs. It rain. Them refs, they done had a long day. They out here in the rain.
Yeah.
Are they getting 30 an hour? How much they getting an hour? I forgot.
It's 2 games. Each ref gets $90, so $45 a game.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's not bad. Especially when you don't got to throw no flags. See what I'm saying? When you come out here with 2 disciplined teams, say you get the Crawford Hayes game.
But that's one thing. They are short on reps. So if any of you guys, you love sports and you interested, man, hey, that's a nice little side hustle.
Yes, it is. Yes,
and
it is.
You can work as much as you want to work
Bearcats.
for real because they need reps bad.
Flag on the play. I think we got a face
From
mask.
little league all the way on up to high school.
We just want you to be fair. That's all we ask, that you be fair.
That right there. Why I say don't do it, brother. Reconsider. I done gave many a referee an earful.
Earful.
Hey,
is that what we gonna say? Earful?
This man right here on Bryan Station sideline with the black jacket on 10 pants. Oh Lord, I thought that man like a dog.
That's Coach Jerry. That's Coach Jerry.
Coach Jerry, he robbed me. Now he had a pistol and had a ski mask and robbed my We still don't talk to this day.
I was finna say, you sound like you still in that game right now.
Yeah, I still rep.
Coach is standing on the sidelines right now. Now.
We got Caden John back. Caden John back at quarterback. He's back in the game at quarterback after the
Let's see what we got.
This is a big possession right here.
Yes,
to be in this game,
I'm still like you, Pete, man. Why are they so far back?
Yes.
I think that's a spatial
You
thing
saying
for
look
the
like
young
a
men.
punt team, dude.
Right up.
Oh, man.
But I guess you're getting a chance to
5.
No, that is not CJ. That is not CJ.
Braden Payne up the middle. Braden Payne looked like
Eric Dickerson, boy. I'm trying to tell you.
So let me say this. We spoke earlier about Braden Payne running like Reggie Bush. That was not a Reggie Bush run.
That was Eric Dickerson. Now.
That today I have not seen young Mr. Payne do his swishing and swashing. Do you think that this has something to do with coaching, or is this today's game?
I think he knows it's raining. Gotta get downhill.
Got you.
I told you he's in the football family. He knows. Hey,
there we go.
He bounces it outside.
There we go. He's still moving.
Oh, he's gone up the sideline. Look at that.
The ball is out. Oh, Beaumont has the ball.
Church's money is on the floor.
2:47 in the third quarter, 20-0. Beaumont have the ball back.
Oh, that hurt.
After a 20-yard gain by Braden Payne.
You hate to see that.
Going down the Beaumont sideline, making some great moves.
I tell you what, it looked like he teleported
Beaumont.
down that sideline. I don't know if y'all seen it.
It was like he was at the line and then he was down here by the sticks all of a sudden. Like you say, he teleported.
He teleported over.
I seen him get ready to bounce it and then he was up the sideline. Yep.
I said, oh my goodness.
Speaking of referees, y'all gonna tell me about what happened with these quarterback tackles in the NFL the past couple weeks.
Man, like they say, they gonna get to the point where the quarterback's gonna wear flags, man.
Flags.
2-hand touch.
I watched that video over and over. I was like, I must have missed something. Violated somewhere. What happened?
But you know, it's to the point where every time the quarterback gets hit, you see them, they turn around, look up at the ref, like, man, you gonna throw a flag?
Yes, sir.
You know,
I
so
don't understand. In our time, quarterback.
man, you got our times. You just you gotta let our time. Them days is
Aikman
gone.
retired because of this.
Troy Aikman could have had 10 more years.
Troy Aikman, Steve Young, Chris Miller. Y'all remember Chris
Humphrey?
Miller?
Chris Miller, yeah.
The Chargers. What's the Chargers' old quarterback? Humphrey. What's his name? From the 90s.
Who was it? Was it Joe Montana where your man just pretty much body slammed him after the play and put him out the game? That's how they could beat. Was it it was like the Giants.
You talking about the Giants when he got up and down by
they put him out the game.
They both hit him. Jerry Rice was running down the sideline. They was about to win the NFC Championship game and go to 3 straight Super Bowls. Yeah, I gotta remember the two Giants names. But of course, Giants went on to
Richard
win.
Bird or something.
It was
man.
two of them.
Carl Banks and
It was two of them.
Harry Carson's on that team too.
Yeah, Mr. Carson was on that team.
Banks
And
played
then what was
linebacker.
the running back that came over from the Cardinals?
Joe Morris, Otis Smith,
Otis.
Otis Anderson, was it?
Otis Anderson.
OJ.
I think I was in first
Oh, they
grade,
got the ball
guys.
back.
Ball back.
What was
Don't
it, a
know
penalty?
what
I
happened.
don't know what
20
happened.
around the
Well, that's that
outside.
teleportation coach was talking about.
Hey,
2 minutes, 2 minutes, 28 seconds in the third.
20-0.
Station's very talented, man. Like he said.
Torrance Sanford right here.
Sion's out, ain't he?
Yeah, that's the one towards ACL. He said he was expecting big things out of him
Man,
come the
he's a bad
season.
boy.
And he tore his
He's a bad
ACL.
boy.
He represented Kentucky last year in the Kentucky-Tennessee All-Star game.
This kid that got gracious got better every year playing football. That was a young man. He played with us for a little bit, played the Dolphins. That young man special. He is special.
I got to tell you, too, parents out there, please be supportive, not just for your kids. We all know you're going to love your kids. Help those coaches and the staffs. Work with them. You don't always know what's going on. And I got to give credit to some of these families that are working with these teams that aren't doing the best. You got to see how it's going sometimes. It's a lot of other things going on.
Mr. Sanford around the top side.
Yeah, good job, number 20. Got a first down. We got the younger guys in now, guys. Coach Morton's putting the younger boys in right now.
I mean, his B team is what, 5-1?
They are one of the number one teams in the city.
Yeah, they're sitting at the top of the B team. I mean, so we know his younger group can play. Know his younger group can play. Sometimes you might just have to, like Coach Struck said, that 8th grader ain't doing nothing. You put that 6th grader in, you know he's gonna run through that wall for you.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes the 8th graders get cold and he like, it's a lot of career decisions made on nights like this. We done seen y'all don't realize how many football careers done ended on a night just like this. Your team 1-5, It's senior night, eighth
Outside
grade
run,
night. You done
outside
took the picture
quarterback.
with your mama and
Making
your
it up.
daddy and everybody, your
Stadium.
sister and brother. Had a lightning delay. It's raining. Y'all losing 20 to nothing. It's cold. You hungry. You ain't ate since after school. It's kind of like, I ain't that like football no way.
Is that what it said?
Hey,
That's where he be like, I think this is my last game.
That 300-pound kid in Walmart. You play football? I play basketball.
Yep.
That's right.
Buddy, it's time you make a decision.
50 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, snap over top of the head. Ball, get on the ball, guys.
It's a scrum. It's a scrum.
Good job. Is that number 45 for Beaumont?
Number 45 was in there.
Man, that's my guy right there.
Is that the middle linebacker, the sixth grader? He's got a sixth grader that's playing for him. That's middle linebacker. I can't remember his name.
I will find it for you, Coach. Number 45.
I think it starts with a D.
That's Luke Ayo. He's an eighth grader.
Okay. Who's the little middle linebacker, the little sixth grader?
Linebacker at sixth grade.
I think he is sixth grade.
What number, Coach?
I don't know.
We got Blake Schaefer.
Hold on.
We got Luke Turley.
Hold on.
AJ Hockaday, 8th grade safety. Jeremiah Burbage, 8th grade DB.
Antoine Beaumont, 8th grade linebacker.
Lucas Ty, 8th grade linebacker.
Luke Ayu, 8th grade linebacker.
Duncan Barlow, 6th grade middle linebacker.
Quincy Hancock, 8th grade D tackle.
Blake Hill, 8th grade D tackle.
My name is Duncan Tello. I'm in the 8th grade and I
Playing
play
corner,
left
playing
tackle
corner.
on defense.
Dylan Shermer, 8th grade.
Up the middle,
Solid
Mr.
Carter,
Payne.
8th grade
Going.
All
right.
All back at the end of that third quarter.
Third quarter. We got the fourth quarter. 8 minutes left. Down 20. Beaumont's gonna put a stop to it. What they gonna do? Ouch. So is it a third down? Okay.
My parents said, forget it. Started stay home tonight. You was watching on Big Daddy Kentucky on YouTube.
Yeah, they said they was gonna tune into the YouTube today.
Both of them folks, what's going on with it?
They're gonna make us start doing blackouts, guys.
You know, it's the culture of fans. Let's say when teams are not winning,
Yeah.
no matter if the kids are playing,
Yeah.
parents they just don't. Now, if these teams was reversed 5-1, man, I tell you, look like a Jackson State game out here. You hear me?
The swag.
Have y'all talked about that?
We have not touched on
So
that.
hold on.
We were talking about the swag, Coach.
What are your takes about that? I mean,
Who gonna start?
I'm gonna tell you this.
Because we got 8 minutes.
I'll tell you, I felt like Dion was wrong. I know it's his routine, but what you expect coming through, walk through they little.
Man, that ain't what he was mad about. And let's just keep it real.
Let
guys.
him
That ain't
finish,
got nothing to
Coach.
do with what
Let him
Dion
finish.
did.
So you said
Oh,
that
here
was
it
no
is.
bad loss. There was no big blowout.
Man, he mad because Dion tried to score on him at the end of the game, and he felt like Dion had him beat. And why you heard him say why he had his backup quarterback in throwing, and Dion was like, "You packed the box."
Look here.
That's all that was, dog.
Dion
Let's just keep it
think
real.
he's bigger than the swag. That's the problem.
Man,
He think he's
see,
bigger than the swag.
there you go.
Who is?
Dion think he's bigger than the swag.
He is.
He is.
Man,
They are-
he is.
listen,
He
soon as
is.
Dion's son leave, he gonna leave the swag like a
Man,
habitat house. He gonna
These
be
people don't even know what the swag was till just now. Till Dion.
People
I
think
say
that Coach
people didn't
Robinson
know what
is
the
Coach
swag is.
Robinson's son.
That's what I'm saying.
They
They
don't-
was like this. Coach Robinson's son, Eddie Robinson Jr.
Robinson
Eddie
Jr.
They think that's his son.
That ain't his baby.
That's my take.
That's what I'm saying.
I just felt like
Y'all let me know when y'all ready for me to.
Let me.
Let-
I'm
yeah.
gonna say
Fourth
is
down,
Coach
fourth
Robinson came in with intentions on doing in the SWAC what Dion is doing in the SWAC, and when you try to do something like he thought he had a good vision, but there's always gonna be somebody that does it better than you, and this is prime time. I mean, you know, I have a lot of confidence, but Deion has a lot of confidence. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I mean, some people can't take it.
Yeah, that's true. But
and as a guy with a lot of confidence, I understand that. I run into it all the time. I mean, I intimidate people all the time. Deion's very intimidating to me.
I mean, he's an intimidating figure. He's had a lot of success. You know what I'm saying? He deserves to say that. He got a ton of success on everything he's touched has been gold. My thing is he has access to a lot of stuff that probably Eddie Robinson Jr. and a lot of the other coaches may not have, but he has brought attention to it. I just think that one inside, I think maybe he was maybe in the wrong.
And I know Coach Deion's thought process. If you step on the field, I'm trying to beat you by 100. If I can beat you by 100, I'm gonna beat you by 100. So if you're gonna pack the box, then I'm teaching my kids how to play the game the right way. And I'm teaching my quarterback, which is his son, how to play the game the right way. You see 8 in the box, there's no reason to run it. Okay,
but it was the backup quarterback, from my understanding.
It was the backup quarterback. So I mean, if it's the backup quarterback, coach, I mean, we trying to get him reps too.
Like he said, he practiced all week. You don't put him in the game and just have him hand the ball off. He want to play.
Yeah, he want to play too. So I understand that.
He want. That was, and you know what's funny is that was Bobby Bowden's quote. When Bobby Bowden, and I heard when Deion said it, that was straight from Bobby Bowden. Mm-hmm. Because, you know, when Bobby Bowden was first building them Florida State teams, when Deion was there, they used to whoop a lot of people. And he used to have people get mad at him because back then he was an independent playing like Auburn, whooping Auburn. They would get mad.
Across the middle, big run.
Oh, Lord.
You talking about teleporting.
He has gone down the sideline. He finally getting tackled at the 20.
On the wrong side.
Line.
And Bobby Bowden used to say they would get mad because he was beating them SEC teams bad.
Them times,
and they was like, "Why are you trying to run up the score?"
Them times,
and Bobby was like, "My son, my kid practice every day like you. When he gets in the game, he wants to play."
Jimmy Johnson, coach.
Man, listen,
that was Jimmy Johnson.
Florida State ain't whooping by like that since what's got left. Terrible. Go
Well,
ahead, Coach Seal.
Jimbo did do a good
job. No, you ain't got to say nothing about Florida State. This was a Notre Dame fan, dog.
Still.
And
Notre Dame did a horrible thing by letting go of my boy Tyrone Willingham 20 years ago.
Yeah, it was
because they had Florida State beat at Doak, but I digress. So right now we got 6 minutes left in this game. It's 20-0. I think there's a timeout called by Beaumont. They calling timeouts. I guess Coach Jones ain't swag because he calling timeout with 6 minutes left.
I think he said he's Deion.
So one of the things that we did leave out was that Mr. Robinson, the second half of that game, I got to watch the second half of that game. Alabama State played a great game. Now, and I want to make sure I say too, if since we talking about who is what, I let me give my family credit because we all HBCU. We got all types of doctoral master's degrees all the way up and down since 1894. Okay, we got them. What I will definitely say, I am very disappointed in Mr. Robinson's response. I fully understand and comprehend. Myself and all of us here as coaches have been disrespected by other teams, other coaches. We are in the state of Kentucky. We know how to disrespect people. It is done daily. Okay. Do I think that Coach walked walked around? Yeah, of course. He did it. He's done it since I watched him when I was a little boy. I got to see Deion straight up when him and Andre Rison got in that fight down in Atlanta. KSU had the game. Bad move Rison. Right before that. Look, I'm telling you, that stuff, it matters though that we respect one another. And look, I'm sorry, but Deion is a chimp. And if you get something nice for a little bit of time, you just let it roll. Look, Coach Robinson, love what you were doing at Alabama State. You know, we Alabama State, Alabama A&M folks, my family. But baby,
Coach TB, A&M grad.
That's right. That's right. But not right now, brother. Not right now. Deion is doing this for all of us, and I don't care if Deion leaves this weekend. What he has done for the past 3 seasons has brought light to what my good friend sitting right next to me joked at me 20 years ago when I was like, "You ain't gonna watch the Howard game with me?" He said, "Boy, that ain't football. That ain't football." And I'm like, "Come on, man, come on up." He's like, "No, I'm watching Ohio State. I'm watching SEC. When your Florida State come, I'm against them." But it matters, and we need this. We need Eddie George around. We need the Cornell Burbages of the world taking over these HBCUs. We need Coach Robinson, who is an former NFL player. We need these people.
Now, who's Hugh Jackson?
Hugh Jackson. He's at Grambling. He's at Grambling. And the thing
the fact that we know this, though.
The fact that we know it, and then the fact that
you couldn't tell us who was the coach before them.
Deion is bringing
who was the coach at Grambling
recruits. Well, who was
exactly?
That's exactly the problem.
But the problem. But you know they used to have that game on NBC every year. Was the classic?
That's the Southern. Yeah, my daddy taught at Southern. That we've been to the Classic multiple times, but the Bayou Classic. But the problem is that so many people don't know. Children don't know. KSU's having a homecoming, and we have moved so far away from what we are because all our kids go and play for the SEC, the SEC, the SEC. People didn't know it was called SWAC until this past weekend.
Yeah.
That is a problem. So
I'm sorry, but it goes back. I'm gonna cut you up, but it goes back a long time. You know when they start.
It's your show.
No. I'm sipping on y'all show today. Y'all had the middle school covered. By the way, we're gonna West College too. I think Coach Pete and Coach Seals are gonna work on big things. All big things middle school kids that they working on.
Yes, sir.
So they'll be coming out soon. Hey,
dropping stuff.
I'm dropping it right now. They got it, Coach. I'm committed to it now, Coach.
Hey, look,
Coach, I'm committed to it now.
I'm gonna say
they know the middle school game.
I'm gonna say this.
We letting them have it, Coach.
On this middle school team.
6-0.
Hey, if you can play, just like Deion said, there's a Hall of Game, and there's a Hall of Fame, and then there's a Hall of Game. We selecting the Hall of Game. Okay, we not selecting the Hall of Fame. We ain't getting into all the politics and all that. You got it. If you came out here and performed, and we seen you perform, and we know you performing every week in and week out, you make it to the Hall of Game.
Say no more. You heard him.
Big things Hall of Game.
He ain't ducking no heat. He don't care.
No. I'm not. I don't. That's the thing. It's sometimes you gotta tell them the truth. Ain't no sugarcoating. None of that. If a kid needs work, the thing is they're a kid. They have plenty of time to put the work in. Right. So why go out here and say, "Oh, you had a great game, KP," when KP.
Why you talk about my godson, bro?
Hey, you know, but I mean,
hey, I was the dude coaching him.
Yeah, Coach Truck.
I'm sitting there like, man, can you be quiet for just a half a second?
Coach Truck used to look at me. Coach Truck,
like, man, can you come get your son?
Now, Coach Truck used to look at me like I think he's like, I know his dad don't talk like he does, but little do you know, the apple don't fall far from the tree.
Outside. CJ, is he a sixth grader?
He's an eighth grader.
He's okay. There are two CJs.
Ooh,
and we got a flag.
We got a flag. Hey, I tell you what, that looked like that tackle on Tom Brady right there. Yeah, they better throw a flag. They better throw a flag.
He can't get them calls, Coach. He is not Tom Brady.
Hey.
Tom terrific.
You know, but y'all talk about KP, man. That's one kid, you know, I really enjoy coaching him. You know, some kids just leave a mark on you. KP left a mark on me. I enjoy KP. Every time I see him, I just can't help but smile. I see him all the time. And he's driving now.
Hey.
Oh, my goodness.
With his cowboy boots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's going to be a marker. He's going to talk trash to you. I see that Marco Polo. You ain't look at it yet.
I seen it.
Man. Yeah, he tell you the blues pick against them, call a running clock. Don't forget that. Coach Truck did call a running clock. Station gets GRC.
Hey, look, we done already talked to Coach Hawkins.
I'm coming back.
We done talked to Coach Hawkins.
I'm coming back.
And we all good. You know what I'm saying? Coach Hawkins is my man, and we going to Oldham County. And it's good. It's good to be back home.
Back to the game.
At Bryan Station.
Back to the game here. Okay, we got Coach.
Beautiful field. Love that defenders on the turf.
6-0. 4:18 left in the game. It is first and 10 on the 25 for Bryan Station.
That?
Mr. Sanford up the sideline.
Nice play.
Yeah, little buddy ever grow. He's gonna be nice.
Hey, I tell you what, we out here to play some football. Ain't no running out of bounds. So guys, hey, listen,
Coach Pete, that man made a business decision.
Ain't no
Coach, he 4 foot nothing, Coach.
We 26-0. You hear me?
Kill the
If
clock,
we ain't running out of nothing but the back of the end zone. And if your player's in the way, we running over him, and we going out the back of the end zone. I'm trying to tell you, I mean, the game's changing. Well, yeah, the game's changing. Players are changing. They're getting a lot faster though. I know. I watch some of these kids running up and down the sideline, running up and down the field. I mean, the athletes are changing.
Yes.
This game is getting a lot faster.
5 CJ touchdown.
Nice play. Nice run.
All right, got your touchdown.
Good job, CJ.
Number 5 for Bryan Station's been toting that rock. He's running inside the tackles a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He'll be a defender next year. He'll be a defender next year.
Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Look at Coach Truck.
Hey,
listen to it.
Go defenders. Yes, sir. I'm right there, baby. Hey.
Somebody hook his bike.
hey, this is my favorite one though. BRYANSTATION, Bryan Station. Let go, man.
2 point is good. 2 point.
Coach Truck, you jumped into the new Bryan Station.
Yeah,
that's the new.
We don't do that. Slap with that.
And my daughter was a cheerleader, dog. My son played there.
He's a defender.
I'm defender to my core, to my bone marrow. I'm a defender, baby.
He's surrounded.
I done sat here and grilled on that grill many Friday nights.
So you know what? That should be more of a disrespect.
That should be why am I questioned? It should not matter what I say. It's what I do. It ain't what I say.
He said you ain't swag.
It's my action.
No, he ain't defender. He ain't Station Nation. He is not Station Nation. And don't go get a sweatshirt saying you are, because you ain't.
Done coach almost half the kids on that team.
That umbrella's over with. It's
a snapback.
Oh, okay.
She got the snapback.
Let me see if she can save it. A dude like, baby, you all right.
He got his hood on. He ain't worried about nothing.
Poor woman getting wet. She got an umbrella over him. I said chivalry's dead. Ain't it? Don't
worry. He gonna have to pay that bill to get that hair done this weekend. he gonna wish he had an umbrella. Bryan Station with the punch in 26-8.
Now, do we onside kick here?
Yeah, you practice it. Go on and practice. Go on practice because the young guys.
Rain is coming down in sheets, ain't it?
Mm-hmm. You get it back. You score again. You're down. It's all good.
That's right. Yeah, you play to the final whistle. You play to the final whistle.
Alabama, Tennessee this weekend, y'all. What we got?
A lot of people saying Tennessee's supposed to get them one.
Brother Hooks looking like something.
Hey, y'all, listen. Okay, Hayes has that aura over middle school football in Lexington. Frederick Douglass has that aura over high school football in Lexington. And Alabama has it over college football in the whole country.
The SEC,
it's not going to be close. Okay, Tennessee is Tennessee, and Alabama is Alabama.
But Alabama's down. We got the backup quarterback, maybe.
Did you say we?
No, Alabama.
Yes,
oh, look at that! Oh, I thought two picked that up.
Oh, whoa! Did
he played it? He tried to play it off the hop right there, but if he would have caught it clean, I tell you what, he probably would have been
gone.
And he just hit Paris Spike. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, that kid over there has some wheels on it. Yes, the Faulkner kid for Beaumont.
Yes,
he has put on a show today. Yes, and he has wheels, like track speed.
Yes, it's impressive.
Okay. And if he caught that ball off the hop, I'm telling you.
Beep beep.
I'm gonna give a shout out to former assistant principal coach Maxwell Doak and his volunteers.
Yeah,
I know he listening to us out there, and he's gonna be upset with Buford about going against his balls.
Oh, it was Coach Pete.
It was Coach Pete. I'm sorry,
Coach Doak. Listen,
He know. He know.
Listen, they great put some whipped cream on old Rocket down there. Do you hear me? Roll Tide.
He said smoke. He said they smoke.
You said blah blah truck. That's little chinks in the armor this year.
I was just playing. That's what they say about us. But I'm like, Pete, man, we know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, hey.
You know what I'm
Are you
saying?
saying RC Cola on that one too?
RC Cola. I don't think they got a RC Cola in college, but boy, if they had one.
Yeah, that. Oh,
Heavy
lost
back
Cola.
heel.
Coach Saban, instead of Coach Saban having a little Coke can up there for his interview, he have RC.
What is this?
Oh, what's the problem?
We got some tempers being lost right here.
Flags thrown.
Flags flying everywhere.
Coach on the
242
field? Is that
left.
Coach Morton on the field?
Coach Bird has
Gonna get
gone
his
out
boys.
also. Look,
And he got a
flag
he
on.
He trying to throw his shirt off, ain't he? He throwing him out of
He
here.
is, the ref is fushing at Coach Morton in the middle.
Can't be on the field.
We looking out. We looking out for the kids. I mean, at the end of the
I
day,
need-
like I
I
say,
need
it's
the
the well-being of the
assistants to go
kids.
Get the head. Good job.
Come on, Coach. Get on the field.
That's
Let's
what
go,
you do.
Coach.
All
Man,
assistant
look,
coaches
hey,
out
now,
there.
see, that is
Make sure you take care of your head coach. Take care of your
feel his
head coach.
pain, though. He's like, look, man, my boys, they ain't just my boys start punching my kid. Now, hold on, we got to. I ain't mad at Coach Morton.
It get real down there in the trenches, don't it? It gets real.
They do. You take care of your babies.
That's it. They become your babies. You said them in. You said it
They
right
are.
there. Yes.
I got Coach Morton, them, Coach Bird. They my kids.
Fellas, can I on the high school football tip?
Uh-oh.
Out of Ballard Bruins,
What they
real,
doing?
The
Coach?
real deal up in Louisville.
It doesn't matter.
They've beat
because it's the playoffs.
I know
that
they
matters,
got to beat them in the playoffs, but
Hey.
they beat Male and St. X.
But that put something in your ear right there.
Nah, they beat Trinity.
Is it Trinity?
yeah.
Okay, Trinity and Male
Hey.
this year. And Coach
Ain't no
Adrian
bigger
Morton,
than
you know, he's from Lex. You know, he's a Henry Clay graduate. He went to Georgetown College.
Flag again. Flag
Another
again.
flag?
Flag again. Flag again on the sideline on Coach Morton.
What, he got to leave the premises or
He's
something?
probably going to have to. It's probably going to be a
Yeah.
personal foul penalty, be a 15-yard penalty again.
They did not call a foul
I was
on
gonna
that
say,
play.
I don't know.
Oh,
what.
man, they ain't called nothing.
They did not call a
Um,
foul against Beaumont when the young man hit the Bryan Station guy.
Offsetting.
Okay, it was
penalty.
offsetting.
Thank
So now I want to see what Mr. Jones has to say about this on Beaumont's side, because he will tell you the truth of what he believes. Well, Coach, your ratings just went up.
I sure did jump up there. Yeah, said something about a fight. 13 people jumped off.
Mhm.
We gotta start fighting in the booth. Get it to 100.
My
Coach
back's
Truckett
messed up. I can't do nothing no more.
Hit Coach Truckett.
Maybe it's just updated or
15.
something.
Look at that. It's a
It
brawl
did
here.
jump
Y'all
up,
should
didn't
see
it?
this. Oh, Lord. Somebody
Oh,
pull-
hold on. We got comments and everything. Go Crawford. What quarter is left?
Bryan Station and
Yeah,
Frederick Douglass
2:42.
freshman Monday of Saturday morning.
Mhm.
That should be a good one. Come on, Station.
Oh no. Let me say this. That
Come on,
station
man.
freshman team.
Hey, Rice, brother Rice, what's your son's name? He's a nice little running back. He played Bam. He played at Winburn.
Damn.
Yes.
Played for the
Bam.
Broncos.
Yes.
Bam nice.
And Bryan
Shout
Station
out to
freshman
Jay
team.
Rice, Bryan Station defender.
Yeah.
That Bryan Station freshman team. Real
Coach
deal.
Mino Slick. Hey, Coach Mino doing his thing with the 7U Broncos.
Yes,
Cats
sir.
Coach
there.
Good
Slick
job,
Talk.
good job.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Coach Slick
Excellent.
Talk, man.
We will be doing Bryan Station's homecoming. I'm following MLK Broncos homecoming Sunday. Me and Coach
Yes,
Truck.
sir.
We'll work on Pete and Q Walker, see if we get them out. We'll be there doing their homecoming.
Man, shout out to the Broncos, man. Coach KT over there. Coach Mino Slick, he's jumped on, and that's a great one to have on your side right there,
Yes,
riding
sir.
with you.
Man, I'm
Coach
gonna
Slick,
tell
he
you
does everything for the kids, man. I mean, he's even jumped into baseball. You know, Coach Slick jumped into baseball, and he started coaching Parks and Rec baseball. And my man came up to me and he said, "Pete, I don't know nothing about baseball, man. I just want to teach you."
He just gives, man.
He just cares about the
Yeah.
kids, but
Yeah.
the thing is, he learns. He puts the time.
Yes.
He's
Double
learned
wings, two
baseball
tight
and he's
ends.
learned football.
Ooh.
And
Hand off to the wing back.
34 around the edge.
And that's the thing, watching Mono grow. You know what I'm
Tackling is
saying? Because I
terrible.
remember him in his
Pull it-
first season.
pull it-
Yes.
They couldn't even, I don't know, he had different
Yeah.
coaches. They could barely line up.
Yes.
And now he got a squad.
Got a squad.
He do.
We got
I
a
ain't lying.
Colt on
Got
the
a
ground.
Colt.
Sir Terry Hicks of the Ravens, he was like, man, that little team's all right. So yeah, they're gonna be okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he put that in him and his guy Eli, doing their thing. Shout out to them cats over there.
We got 2 down on the field. We got one over about a.
He said thanks a lot. He
25.
learned a lot from all of y'all.
Man, shout out to Coach Slick. Man,
Yeah.
keep doing your thing, brother.
Yes, hey, that's one loyal cat too. I tried to steal him a few years. Come on, coach, come up here to the death row.
You do
up
it
here.
fine, Coach.
He said
Death
that,
row.
bro.
Come to death row, baby. I'll make you famous.
In your video.
He's like, nah, I'm staying down here. Come on up to the death row, baby. We're doing this thing. And shout out to them cats over there.
BJ will be cooking the fish, right?
Daryl, I think.
Okay, yeah. I'm at the
Fish
definitely.
place $15.
That's what they said.
Inflation.
Oh.
The inflation done hit Martin Luther King Park. Inflation done hit Martin Luther King Park like that. Y'all still got them quarter suckers up there. They $1 now.
Shit, it might be $1. Hey, I'm at the game, but man, I was
Hey
like,
man.
$15.
Man,
He
y'all,
said now death row
yeah,
and
they
bad
did.
boy
They
linked up.
did, coach. They did. Got my guy Rico Clore there, Coach TB, cameraman's favorite cameraman.
yes.
Yes, sir.
So in the Parks and Rec, how's everything running?
Ravens, baby, his squad.
His
squad.
his
We
from
on
top to the
fire
bottom.
right now, baby.
You know, I think the Ravens first place all age group. I think the Broncos are second place in all age groups. I think.
Oh, okay.
So shout out to them. Yeah.
Shout out to them Broncos doing big
like I
things.
said.
Coach
Yeah,
Ken
yeah.
T.
His
It's all,
squad,
what,
though,
50
you
years
know,
now? Is
put
it
that
50
in
years for
his
Coach
squad.
Ken T?
Coach been many
Man,
Mahomes.
we seen Coach at this little ceremony in Dunbar. Coach was
Yes,
like, man, let's give him about that time.
Oh,
7U.
no.
Even Coach was like, man.
He is part of the Kentucky State Football Hall of Fame also.
Yes, sir. And he got inducted to. He got a reward the Dunbar game, first game of the
Yes, sir.
season. Yeah, so shout out to him, man, and what he's done for youth football.
2:16 left in the fourth quarter, 26-8 Beaumont. Tune in next week as we will be having Crawford's versus this Bryan Station team from Frederick Douglass, baby, the farm, A5 Bronco.
You just can't wait to get there. You so excited, got your little.
I just, hey man, I'm just saying.
coming out.
Look,
I want to see the box at Frederick Douglass. They said they got reclining seats.
nah, it ain't all that.
It ain't all that. It ain't all that.
I mean, it's a nice box, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Now, hopefully, it'd be nice if they had some of them Jersey Mike sandwiches up there, though. You know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You know, just putting that out there for whoever may be listening.
Well, I'm just gonna go back a
You
little
know,
bit.
Coach Cisco Bryant. You know, you might want to feed the team. You know,
Let me tell you this. Talking about boxes, Tage Creek's is an actual box. I mean, like the box a homeless person live in. Tage Creek's thing is an actual box. I walked in that thing, I'm like, Lord, this is a 2x2 jail cell. What is going on here?
Coach, man, you know, it's time to, they upgrading everything now.
They
you
need to
know.
tear it down.
They
Coach,
upgraded the
Coach,
school and
it's
then
coming.
upgraded
It's
to
coming.
upgraded
Y'all, the
facilities.
money is
Well,
coming.
the field look good.
Right,
The visitor
Coach, it's
side
coming,
of it. Now,
Coach, it's
let me
coming.
talk about it. Get my soap.
No, it's coming, Coach. Stop that, Coach.
Shit,
Coach,
no.
we
I'm sitting there like
that's
this.
our
I'm
product,
a big
Coach.
fella.
That's our product, Coach. Let
I'm
it
sorry,
go.
I'm sorry.
Let it
Thank
go.
you, Tage Creek, for letting us come.
Thank you. See that?
Is that better? That's why Pete don't fool with us because he can't be healed. You want to censor
See,
us?
he's like Pete.
Pete, you trying to
Pete.
censor us, Pete?
You gotta
Thank
get
you, Pete.
censored.
Thank you, Pete.
You won't let me go
We
out.
are having double injury delays.
You got another injury?
Audience.
Somebody else got hurt. Somebody, the fans, got fell down. Ain't that?
Man, it's raining out there. It was slippery coming down the
I'm
steps.
scared
over.
going down them steps too later on.
Bryan Station might need to add some little grip strips to the steps down there, man. I mean, you know.
Hey man, we still paying for these bleachers. Relax, man, Pete. We try to pay these off. Yeah, hold on.
We didn't have a lot of home games this year over here at Bryan Station for the high school football team. So
So I guess it'll change next year, right?
yeah, we got everybody coming in next year.
Well, it'll be a different schedule.
Because 6A will change.
Well, 6A is changing, and they sign usually 2-year deals. So
2 years.
last year's schedule where they had a lot of home games turned
Yes.
into this year's schedule, which is the
Realignment.
games. So it'll be interesting to see who we pick up.
Double
Looking at the
wing
schedule, the district,
in the
Good
round.
with
Man, it's
Running
some
down.
Douglas,
tackling.
allegedly
Flag
Douglas
thrown.
will be coming to 6A, so they'll be moving into one of these, our election in District
want 'em.
6A.
We want them.
We
want them here. Yeah,
Okay.
You know, it's the
yeah.
thing,
Nah, we
man.
do. We want them here.
And I think people
What you say, Coach Struckton, K?
got to put my pick in now for next year.
Hey.
You know, I'm,
Well, we don't know. We gotta see how it goes. You know what I'm
Flag on
saying?
Beaumont.
no matter, they got to play anyway next year. So
Somebody
2
may
minutes
move
left
out,
in the
move
game.
in.
As long as they away from Scott County, ain't that right? Is that what Scott County screaming down there? Your Cardinals say, "Look, get them away from
then
us."
tell Pete be quiet. Then tell Pete
Yeah,
be
Pete,
quiet.
come on now. I'm finna change the
Second and
subject.
7.
You know what I'm saying? I'm changing the subject.
Well, LaBelle called grief on Facebook.
Hey, man,
He talked
hey.
about this for 2 weeks.
What's that?
Talking about they forfeiting their J.
Hey man, look. We ain't
another
finna get that.
flag.
We ain't finna get that.
Flags.
We got another flag on the play.
Nah, don't take
Another
this up.
flag.
Another flag on the play.
Beaumont.
Pete, did they play?
Hey,
y'all
I
JV?
love the Bryan Station uniforms, man.
Yes.
Six
These are
different
some nice uniforms, man.
Six
Coach
different
Morton
ones.
went through
The
a lot to get
18,
those
the black
uniforms.
ones, yeah.
Look at man, I'm sick of truck.
Yeah.
Scott County
Green,
said, "Our
white,
money's longer. Get them away from us."
unbalanced left.
Who do I got paid?
Quick,
Triple
fast, and
backfield.
Mano said they lost to the Ravens 7-6.
It's a good game. It was,
Outside
Coach.
run
Raiders
to the right side.
12-7.
Gain of about
Raiders
6,
on the
so
clock
second
next
and
Saturday.
10.
Oh, you heard
Coach
it,
Mino,
Coach.
1
hey,
minute 17
He's
seconds.
he's like, y'all
left in the
got me
in the
before,
game.
but it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. That's what Coach Mino said. Boy, it's a lot of
Third
teams.
down
If
and
that is the
4.
mentality, boy, it's a lot of
Beaumont.
teams done put some whoopings on MLK. And Mino's like, that bill is due, baby.
Hey, I'm telling y'all this. This man told me it was 4 years for his first W. I said, whoa.
Yeah,
He got some. He got some.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah, he old.
Building.
Hey,
He's
some
old.
people
He's
that old.
due.
Wing
He's due.
left. Unbalanced right. 2 backs.
and I
Score.
ain't got
Center.
none.
26-8. Beaumont up
Run up
over
the
Bryan
middle.
Station.
Run up the
Toss.
middle.
26
Tossing
to
them.
8.
Oh, he took the
Oh,
ball.
he
Look like
They
Mr.
ain't gonna
Payne.
waste. They
Mr.
ain't
Payne
gonna
took
catch
the
him.
ball.
They
It's
They ain't
over.
gonna catch
Bring
him.
to 30 seconds left. He
Fast feet
walked
beat
it
down the
down,
sideline.
sideline
And a
touchdown. 26
Hey.
Any
seconds.
flags on the play? Any flags on the
No
play?
flags on the
Flags
play.
on the play.
Now,
All right.
fellas, as that big man mentality holding that ball like a loaf of bread, they just took it out of his hand.
Took it
Came
right
in there
out
and
of his
took it.
hand.
I'll take it, sir. Excuse me. Thank you.
Man, I wish some of these coaches was around when I played. I might have still played football running in the backfield.
You would have played with
You
me,
know what I'm
coach.
saying?
He was going
They
to
let me. I told Coach Knockover, hey, I don't care if it's Eric Shelton or not. I'm running the football. And he told me no.
He told me no too.
He told everybody no. He told everybody no.
I'll walk you to your locker.
He said-
Hey, I understand if you don't walk to you. Okay, stop out of here. We'll see you next year.
Hey, Coach Mew, you would have walked me to the
Walk
locker,
to your
man.
locker for Eric Shelton.
Good
And Greg
luck.
was Greg Shadell
Greg
too.
Shadell, yes.
Oh, that backfield was nasty.
That backfield
Oh,
was
state,
amazing.
Went to the state championship. Should have won. They robbed us though.
I remember-
Robbed us.
Remember a game where Eric Shelton didn't play and Greg Shadell rushed for what, 233 or 300?
Yeah.
Lafayette,
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
2000.
That
Eric had
was
2 messed up ankles that year. He was a number 2 rated running back in the nation. The year before that, he would have been rated number 1, 2,500 yards. We rushed at that time. Rushed for the most. We as a team rushed for the most yards in the history of the state, and of course, we made it to the top 10 all time. We're still rated in top 20 all time now. A lot of teams get rushing yards off of slip screens and bubble screens.
Oh, okay.
That have kicked us back, even though they still pass and they do slip screens and bubble screens. But we got it the hard way, y'all, against 9-man fronts, which was amazing. And let me make sure I say, no matter what, JT Haskins was the key.
Yeah, he's nice.
He was the key.
Said it was decline.
Man, I'm gonna go back a little. I'm gonna go ahead a little bit. Around 2009, 8, 9, 10. You know, you had some nice little running backs here. You had what's his name that signed with UK?
McCall.
Yeah, Tevin McCall. He had about 2,000 yards rushing. Then the cat that does the MMA now and stuff.
You talking about, okay, that was before 2009. That was my group.
What's
Those
your
the
boys?
groups. You talking about Tevin McCaden. And you talking about Tevin McCaden rushed for 2,000 yards.
Yeah, and then
up
what
under
was the
Coach
dude
Lucas,
before him?
2009 yards. And
Now, wasn't that when they had Cone playing receiver or something back then?
No, that's before that. That's
no,
after
Terrell was playing. Terrell was moved out to wide receiver, and Woolite was put at the running back.
Okay,
position.
so after that, it was
2006, 7, 8.
Patrick.
So Patrick Cornett became the running back the year after Willite left. Patrick Cornett was put at the running back, and that's when we were able to make it to Highlands.
Now I remember that my nephew played on it. He's offensive line starting left tack guard with G.
Yeah,
held down the left side
G
for 3
was a
years.
freshman starting on the line. I did not get to play G a freshman JV. He played directly.
You probably have my nephew Tay Green. He probably didn't get
Green
played
is
much.
one of my babies. Tay
He
Green
played
is one of my
varsity too.
babies. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they was. Oh Lord,
he got the ball back. Got the ball back. Bryan Station got the onside kick with 21 seconds left, 16-26.
So maybe they should have onside kicked the last time. Hey,
See, coaching matters, brother. Coaching matters.
We needed this a while ago.
Hey, we want to thank y'all for joining us. Like I say, next week we'll have Crawford and Bryan Station from Frederick Douglass, the farm. Be sure to tune in for our middle school game of the week,
Man,
as we get ready for the playoffs.
Shout out to Coach Seals, Coach Pete. What they done for this middle school coverage has been great. Love, listen to them. Coach Truck, you all right. You are the real Kevin, man. There's no Marshawn. I'm gonna let
Marshawn.
Name is Coach Thomas Lamar Bernard from Ocala, Florida. He is the Kevin. I'm gonna let it be known. I might not make it next week, so I'm gonna tell you that. That's
21 seconds left in the game.
I took pictures of him.
Bryan Station at the 50, at the 49-yard line.
I'll be giving poor Marshawn
gun. Deep pass down the
deep.
sideline.
He's out there.
Ball was under. Then we have
get a pass in the first.
Get a pass in the first call right there.
Did he throw a flag? Yes, he did throw a flag. It's on the 20. He just stepped on it. The defensive back just stepped on it.
That's only 15. It's not spotted a foul, right?
No, that's only NFL. 15 yards.
First down.
15 seconds left in the game.
Running back to the same thing.
They might make it to the end zone now.
We have somebody pulling back for the count. Ref trying to get the numbers right. I appreciate that.
Man was way off there, wasn't
He got it. There we go. There we go, Ref. I like it when they get it right. That's all I
I see you
like.
strutting coach like Pete out there.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Like Pete out there.
sometimes you just gotta do it with a little swag, you know. Just gotta do everything with a little swag.
Wait, who plays tonight in NFL?
No. It's
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Tomorrow. Yeah, you so used to doing the Thursday nights.
game.
I know. Hey, it's as good for Wednesday.
Yeah, this is good.
Deep pass down the sideline.
Oh,
Everybody's in
to
the
Brady
area.
Payne.
Defensive back had the ball in his hands. Dropped it.
9.8 seconds left on the
Could
clock.
be number 4 is at Bryson Wagley for Beaumont.
So on the A team side, you got Winburn, Jesse Clark. You know, both of those two teams are two teams that you don't want to run into early. You know, then you got Edith J. Hayes, who's not going to get a bye the first round.
That's a first,
right? That's going to be a first in many
Unless something
moons.
crazy
They coming
happens.
in like I think a 3 seed.
Yeah,
right?
I think they're coming in as a 3.
Punt game.
Potentially.
We got the punt team out with 9 seconds left. I can't believe it. No, it's not.
Nice.
It's not.
Oh,
Over top of his head. Slant
Third
was
down.
open.
That's all right.
Third
Clock
down.
stop. You still got chance. Still got life.
What was the quarterback doing?
He was just throwing a hot route. You
No,
know,
what
hey
was
man,
he
a lot of
doing when he wasn't in his shotgun?
oh no, he was out here
hot.
hot routing. You know, he's going through his Madden play calls. I mean, that's what it is.
Okay,
He's
that's
telling-
what it is. Then
He's telling him, I seen this last
All
Monday
right.
night. This
Got
is what
you.
you supposed. This is what Patrick
That's right.
Mahomes done.
So we in the dirt, huh? Drawing a play.
Yeah, we in the dirt drawing up plays right now.
more.
7.6 seconds.
All right, we got 4 wide again. One back in the backfield. Quarterback. There we go.
Hit it,
Shotgun. He's
hit
finding
it
him.
right there.
Threw it up.
He threw it
Up
to
under.
the
Now
short
we have the
man on
interception.
Got
And
an
went down.
interception
Good
in the
job.
Ball game.
Ball game right there.
They let the
All right, coach.
26-16 final Beaumont.
Beaumont is celebrating. They are hype.
Pete, do you think you like Winburn's chances? You like Winburn
Tomorrow?
in the playoffs?
Oh, I thought tomorrow they play Crawford.
You like him against Crawford?
No.
But in the playoffs,
now where's that game gonna be at?
It's at Frederick Douglass. Tomorrow at 6:30. Winburn will make it fun. They will make it. They will make the game fun. It's personnel. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna go in on the, but it's personnel. When Winburn has a certain personnel on the field, they do better than when they have another certain personnel on the field. I mean,
say no more.
It's that's what happens with Winburn. But in the playoffs, yes, Winburn beats Hayes in the playoffs. Hayes.
They had Hayes on the road.
Yes,
last
if
game.
Winburn can beat Hayes in the playoffs, you'll get a second round matchup between Winburn and Leestown as the 2 seed. That's not a game that you want. You try to avoid Leestown.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, y'all. So if Crawford lose tomorrow, it moves Leestown to number 1, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right.
That's
Leestown got to win too.
I
think that's safe to say there, Coach Seals.
Hey,
you can take Coach Truck coach of the team.
Can't talk about Crawford going down. We ain't gonna say Leestown going down.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Can't both of them going.
I ain't got Jesse Crawford, so that's
my white horse is Winburn.
Wednesday.
I need to see Jesse Clark more, but my white horse right now is Winburn.
It's that Northside Pride, baby.
No, it's just the white horse. It's just the white horse. It's all it is.
Y'all talking good about Winburn. They didn't have a great show against Leestown, but
like they say, I think it's a personnel thing.
Yeah,
I kind of get what they saying on that.
And I mean, that's
somebody go over and pull Jordan to the side. Tell him, look, put the right person in there.
Oh man, no.
Well, we want to thank y'all for joining us this Wednesday evening for Big Things Kentucky as we present to you our Big Things Kentucky Middle School football game of the week. I want to thank Coach Seals, Coach Petey, my man Coach Bew, and our cameraman Marshawn. Thank you again. I know that we giving you the blues, but we appreciate you.
Thank you, Marshawn.
Coach Bew, you got anything else we close us out, Coach Bew?
You are Marshawn. As always, there should be a living donut. I'm Coach Bew for this crew here. Thank you.
Peace.